If you are testing products with TikTok ads, you need to watch this video now. My last update on my product testing strategy was over 5 months ago, and I genuinely haven't seen a point in switching it up because it's worked so well since then. We probably found over 50 winning products on different stores, different occasions with this strategy itself, which if you don't know the strategy that I'm talking about, it's the one that I showed in the Q4 Spark series on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. But recently, one of our coaches, Leighton, has tested a new strategy that implements hashtags, and it's working very, very well. We've had 3 students just in the last week or so pop winners with this method, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. One of the benefits with using hashtags when you're testing products is you're able to do more niche products because you're actually targeting a specific type of audience. Does the actual targeting work? I'm not 100% sure. You guys know my stance on TikTok optimization and how bad their targeting is, but does the method itself work, and does actually using hashtags bring results and help you find more winners? Well, recently the answer has been yes. So before I go into an actual ad account and show you how to follow this strategy step by step, I do want to say that I have 3 spots open in my one-on-one mentorship where I actually help you find winning products and scale them. Now, the way that it works is I work with you one-on-one through each step of the process of finding products, building your store, running the tests, analyzing the tests, and then I actually work with you one-on-one, show you how to scale it and actually bring it to the numbers that you see on my channel: $1,000 days, $3,000 days, even $5,000 days. So if having me help you find a winning product and scale interests you, there will be a link in the description where you can schedule a call with me. We'll hop on a call, I'll look at your situation, and if everything is a good fit and I truly believe that I can help you in your situation, then we can move forward and discuss what that would look like. So click the link below. Let's hop into this ad account. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a testing campaign with my initial strategy, and then I'm going to jump in and show you the new variation or the differences that I am doing on this campaign as opposed to the last testing strategy. So if you haven't watched the last videos, go watch them, and then you'll be able to jump right to this one and see what the changes are and how to implement this new hashtag variation into your testing. So give me a second and I'm going to do the initial setup. All right, so you can see that I made a basic ad group following the original method, and there's nothing different about this ad group than the way that we made them before. It's completely open targeting, ages 18 plus, optimizing for complete payment, but there is one difference. The only difference is that we did a $20 daily budget instead of 25, and the main reason for this is because instead of doing only 5 ad groups, we're actually going to make a total of 7 ad groups here. Stay with me, you'll see why in a second, but yeah, just make your first ad group as normal. And another thing that we're going to do differently is basically just copy it 6 times instead of 4 because we want a total of 7. All right, so once you're done duplicating, you should have a total of 7 open ad groups. Now, all we're going to do from this point, and I know that these say no creatives, we're just going to ignore it for the sake of this video. It's just a weird glitch that's been happening in TikTok lately. If that happens, just refresh your screen or delete it and reduplicate it. No big deal. We're just going to pick one of these ad groups. Usually I do the top ones or bottom ones. It doesn't matter. And just go ahead and click edit, and we are going to change the name of this to whatever hashtags that we're going to target. So we're actually going to take 2 of the ad groups out of the 7, and we're going to add 3 to 5 hashtags to each of them, ideally targeting a couple different markets. So I have this product here, which we're going to use kind of like as an example so that I can show you the types of hashtags that I would target for something like this. So it's basically a heatless hair curler. So obviously we're going to be targeting, you know, like the women that want to curl their hair and stuff like that. So the hashtag should be fairly easy to pick out. So all you really need to do is scroll down to this area right here, which is where you add interests or behaviors and stuff like that. And on the bottom here, you can see that we can actually add hashtags. So all that I'm going to do is try to think of different hashtags that I can put into this. I think one very, very obvious angle is like makeup, kind of beauty, this type of angle where people are, you know, interested in makeup, fashion, beauty, like these types of things. So I'm probably going to name this ad group hashtags-beauty so that I know that these are beauty style hashtags, and we're just going to do a bunch of random ones here. So obviously just hashtag beauty is going to work just fine. I'm probably also going to try hashtag makeup. Now, in terms of audience size, you're going to notice that a lot of hashtags don't really have that many people in them. And the only thing that I would say to this is if you're just testing, all you need is an audience of around over 1 million people. So if it's an audience that has like 50,000 people, you can 100% throw it in, but you are going to need some bigger hashtags to get past past that million threshold. You can see that with this industry, we're not going to have a problem as our audience size is already up to 30 million people. But I'm going to think of a couple different hashtags that we can put in for this, and I'll be right back. All right, so we found 5 hashtags that I think relate to the beauty industry pretty well. We have hashtag mascara, beauty, makeup, eyeliner, and lipstick. So we're obviously going to be targeting, you know, the females that are using makeup and doing things to kind of like enhance their looks, I guess. I don't really know. But that's pretty much it for this single ad group here. And we already called it hashtags dash beauty so that we know that these are beauty related hashtags that are stacked under here. Our audience size is 30 million. Everything is good. Let's go ahead and click save. All right, that one is created. Now we're just going to edit another one. And this one, we're going to do hashtags that are more related to hair itself. So we're going to do something a little bit more direct. The other one was a little bit indirect, you know, kind of targeting the same type of people, but not directly related to the product. Like makeup is not really related to hair curling. But in this one, I'm going to be doing a lot more, you know, closer and aggressive things such as hashtag hair straightener. Yeah, so perfect example right here. Hashtag hair straightener is 164,000 people. So it's not going to get us over the threshold, but we can 100% throw it in and just see what happens. All right, so we found another 5 hashtags that are directly related to hair. So we have hashtag hair, hair straightener, hair curls, hair curler, and Dyson Airwrap. Now, the reason I threw Dyson in there is because that's a very, very popular product on TikTok. And I'm not 100% sure if it's a curler or a straightener or really what the hell it does, but I know that it is a product that females love to use for their hair. So I'm just gonna throw it in. It's also the biggest one. I believe this one had around like 1 million people in it or something along the lines of that. Actually, the biggest one was hashtag hair, but other than that, this one was the biggest. So we have hashtags hair here, and we are just gonna click save, and that is the campaign creation done. Now, in terms of analyzing and what you're going to do, follow all of the same rules that I mentioned in all my previous videos. You're basically just going to let this run until it spends $60 to $80, and from that point, you can determine whether or not you should continue letting it run based on how many sales it has. So just to recap, we have 5 ad groups that are completely open, each at 20 bucks a day, complete payment, 18 plus age groups with no interest, no nothing in them, so they're completely open. And then we have 2 more ad groups on top of that have stacked interest. 3 to 5, like I said, is a good range. You can do more if you want, for a total of 7 ad groups in this testing campaign. Now, if you let it run the whole entire day, it's going to spend $140. So I would recommend checking it probably somewhere between 12 and 3 p.m. depending on if it spends slow or fast. You can just keep an eye on it throughout the day, and definitely check out my other videos if you want to know more about analyzing test campaigns and how to determine if a product is actually a winner or not. So if you're interested in having me help you find a winning product and scale it on your store, then click the link in the description, because I do have a few spots open in my one-on-one mentorship, and we can hop on a call, talk about it. If it makes sense, we'll move forward and I can help you find a winner on your store. So click the link in the description if you want to work with me. And again, if you want to see more about my testing and analyzing strategies, then go check out the Q4 Spark series, because I just made a video series going very, very in-depth on TikTok algorithm and how to utilize it to your advantage to actually find more winners and be able to scale them higher. So go check those out as well. That's pretty much it for this video. This is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.